Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're tackling something that, let's be honest, terrifies more people than heights: public speaking. But hey, don't worry, consider me your personal, encouraging mentor today. We're going to completely break down the art of presenting into a clear, super manageable roadmap so you can totally conquer that fear.
So, let's dive right in. Our absolute #1 goal with this explainer is to transform you into the modern presenter. We want you to be that confident, highly engaging speaker who knows exactly how to command a room, whether that room is a physical boardroom or just a digital conference call.
Now, practicing exactly what we preach, here is our explicit outline for today. We'll start with the anatomy of a presentation, then move to stage 1, the creation. Next is stage 2, the preparation. After that, stage 3, the delivery, and we'll wrap it all up with the golden rules for slides.
All right, part 1, anatomy of a presentation. Let's understand the core mechanics here.
So, what exactly is a presentation when you really boil it down? Well, it's simply a means of communication adapted to various speaking situations to convey your thoughts and ideas to an audience. That is it. It's just a demystified exchange of ideas between a sender, which is you, and a receiver, your audience.
And honestly, we use these skills constantly in the real world. We aren't just talking about standing on some massive stage delivering a keynote address. This applies to briefing your team, addressing a standard Tuesday morning meeting, talking to a small group, giving a formal speech, and, of course, crushing it in everyday video conferences. You are literally presenting all the time.
Now, every single presentation breaks down into 4 fundamental variables. First up is the context, meaning the physical place and the actual equipment you're using. Second is the presenter, that's you, bringing your baseline knowledge and experience. Third is the audience, factoring in their familiarity with your topic and their real-time reactions. And fourth is the delivery method, whether it's a direct face-to-face interaction or a virtual setup. Every speaking situation involves these 4 variables, and mastering them is exactly how you overcome those pesky communication barriers.
Moving on to stage 1, the creation. This is the absolute foundation of your success.
This creation phase tends to be completely overlooked by folks, but it is absolutely vital. You can't just jump in and start designing slides. First, you've got to select a topic and set very specific goals. Then, you actually conduct your research and analyze who your audience will be. After that, create a solid outline. Only after doing all of that do you finally choose your presentation tool, like PowerPoint or Prezi, insert your content, and run a thorough confirmation process. Trust me, a stellar delivery absolutely requires this solid structural foundation first.
All right, next up is stage 2, the preparation, getting your mind and body ready.
Look, we all know we need to rehearse, right? That's kind of a given. But there are some incredibly human factors to consider alongside those rehearsals. Like sleep. Getting a really good night's rest is a formal prescribed part of this whole process. Then you need to dress appropriately for the occasion and honestly, just arrive early. Showing up early lets you check the equipment, take a breath, and truly own the space before the audience even walks in. These simple physical and mental steps are just as crucial as practicing your words.
Which brings us to stage 3, the delivery. Time to master the room.
Are you truly engaging your audience, or are you just talking at them? Did you notice what I just did there? Applying an attention getter right at the beginning of your presentation is an absolute game changer. One incredibly powerful technique is using a rhetorical question, just like that. It doesn't require an actual answer from the crowd, but it instantly provokes thought and pulls the listener right into your narrative.
Alternatively, you could immediately follow up with a startling statistic to hook them. For example, reading a quote like, "A recent Gallup poll showed that 70% of U.S. employees are not engaged at work." Boom. Now your audience is sitting up, wide awake, wondering exactly how your presentation is going to address that massive problem. It is a phenomenally effective way to start.
But you've got plenty of other tools in your attention getter toolkit too. You can use a highly relevant personal anecdote. You could try a clever analogy like comparing good communication to good design. Maybe use some tasteful, relevant humor, or even a gimmick, which is essentially just a fun little trick intended to quickly grab attention. The key is to choose the one that best fits your personal style and your specific topic.
Once you have their attention, the actual mechanics of the delivery begin. You'll want to briefly introduce yourself and your background. Then, set the theme to involve the audience and lay out your agenda. The huge takeaway here is to use your slides merely as a visual guide, definitely not as a teleprompter. Start exactly on time, project total confidence, and actively build eye contact with different people around the room to forge that crucial initial connection.
As you move through your content, you've got to focus on the physical execution. That means using natural body movements and gestures, modulating your voice to find an effective pitch so you don't sound completely monotone, and maintaining your poise whether you're standing up or sitting down. And finally, you have to confidently handle the questions at the end. Remember, it's a full-body performance. Your physicality speaks volumes before you even open your mouth.
Finally, let's wrap up with our golden rules for slides. These are your visual best practices.
A massive core tip, and actually one we're following right now in this very explainer, is the rule of 1/3. You want to keep your slides clean and simple by intentionally leaving 1/3 of the screen completely clear. That negative space gives your viewers' eyes a place to rest and makes the remaining content just pop right off the screen.
And when it comes to text, the golden standard is the famous 8x8 rule. Your text slides must be brief. You have to force yourself to use no more than 8 lines per slide, and absolutely no more than 8 words per line, period.
Let's summarize this with a quick rapid-fire do's and don'ts list. Do, add effective content, format appropriately with consistent text placements, and always label your charts. On the flip side, don't clutter your slides, and most importantly, do not read your slides word for word. Remember, putting fewer words on the screen forces you as the presenter to actually explain the concept, which makes it a way more dynamic learning experience for everyone in the room.
Which leaves us with this final, provocative thought. If your next presentation could unlock your absolute dream opportunity, a huge promotion, a major new client, or even a massive change in your community, are your slides and your delivery truly ready to do the talking? By following this roadmap from creation and preparation right down to mastering your delivery and slide design, you are no longer just talking at people, you're truly communicating. Thanks so much for learning with me today on this explainer. I really can't wait to see what you present next.